Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. We're going to be continuing more on sets today. So the topic is symbols. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. So the first one is intersection. It's represented by an upside down U. Its definition is objects that belong to set A and set B. So something that is common in between them. So if there is nothing in common, they're called disjoint set. I'll give you the proper definition here. Two sets are disjoint or mutually exclusive if they have no elements in common. So that's the definition. And a small explanation is if set A and set B don't have anything in common, so then they're called disjoint sets. Okay, so if A and B are disjoint, then A intersection B equals phi, or a null set, empty set, or a void set. So we learned that in the previous video, so if you remember, that's good, but if you didn't watch that, please do watch it again or watch it. Otherwise, you won't be able to understand any of this. Okay, so the next one is union. It's represented by U. So the definition is objects that belong to set A or set B. Okay, we'll move on to the example for you to know better. So we'll just consider set A as 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and B as 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So union is something that they have in common. So what they have in common is an 8. So you just create a whole new set. You just write this A intersection B and create a set using curly brackets and write the common in between there. So that's pretty simple. And let's look at union. Union is something that that belongs to set A or B. One thing you can to make it easier for you, what you can do is just write everything in set A and write it in the set. You write this, then curly brackets, and whatever is in set A or the first set, write it down. And then whatever is, then consider set B. So whatever is common in between them, except for that, write the rest. So here if we take this, it's right here. And something they have in common is 8. So excluding that, select everything. Yeah, and that is that. So why is that? So since they have this in common, already you have taken 8, so there is no need of taking it again. So that's the explanation behind it. And the next one is subset. A subset is, the definition is A is a subset of B, then set A is included in set B. So what does that mean? So all the elements of set A, which we have considered, all the elements are in set B. So that's when we call A is a subset of B. When all the elements, every single element is in set B. Okay, what is a proper subset or a strict subset? It is A is a subset of B, but A is not equal to B. So that may seem complicated, but I'll explain. So if I say A is a subset of B, then B can be equal to A. They can be equal sets. Like it's a type of set which we discussed in the previous video. So it can be like A is a subset of B if both of them are equal. But a proper subset is that B is not at all a subset of A. So that's when we call it a proper subset. And when we write not a subset, we use this symbol, or sometimes we just put a line here. I'll just mark it. And it's usually represented like this, but also it can be represented like this. Yeah, something like that. It's basically this, and under this, and just put a line here. Okay, don't get confused. So yeah, here, this one, this represents not a subset. Okay, let's look. So consider A as 1, 2, 3 and B as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So as you can see, A is a subset of B because all the elements of A is in subset B. Set A. So therefore, A is a subset of B. And this is also a proper subset because all the elements of B are not in A. So A is a subset of B. We'll look at intersection here. So what is the intersection here? It's basically A. If A is a subset of B, then the intersection of A and B, or A intersection B, is equal to A. And what is the union? It's basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So one more rule is that if A is a subset of B, then A union B equals B. Okay. And also, like we saw in the example, if A is a subset of B, then A intersection B equals A, and B union B is B. Next one is complement. It's basically all, if I say A complement, then everything except for A is A complement. So all the things that do not belong in A is called a complement of A. And relative complement is represented in two ways. One, A minus B, or A backward slash B. So the definition is that means elements that are not in A but are in, okay, if I say A minus B, then the elements that are not in B are in A. This is called the relative complement. This is called the relative complement of B in A. The next one is A cross B. That is not particularly important, but it's fine, we can learn it. So what is that? So you usually use that in ordered pair. So if I say A equals 1, 2, 3, we'll just keep it simple. Actually, we'll take A equals 1, 2 and B equals 3, 4. So we're supposed to make them in ordered pair, starting with A. So what is it? A equals 1, 2 and B equals 3, 4. So it would be AX or A cross B equals brackets and curly brackets, then brackets, you write 1, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3, 2, 4. Basically, it's pretty simple. Okay, let's take an example of complement and relative complement. So if we want complement of A, then it would be everything except for A. Complement of A equals, since 1, 2 and 3 are here in the universal set, 4 and also 5 is there. So 4, 6, 7, 8 is basically A complement B. So hope this was helpful, and if you did like this video, make sure to hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe.